What do you think the importance of being there for your kids, being honest with them, and disciplining them until a certain age, or just they discipline a different way?
What one thing you say that you can do or should that you would like to work on to be a better parent? All right, welcome back to another episode of Backyard Boogie Podcast. I'm Quack.
And I am Ruben.
And today,
we are back. We're live, baby.
We're live, baby.
So real quick, Thanksgiving just passed. How was your Thanksgiving, man?
My Thanksgiving was good. I'm Vietnamese, so usually we don't really celebrate Thanksgiving like that. Some people do, but my family particularly, it's a day off. We got the day off, and we don't really eat Thanksgiving food, because if I'm being real with you, Thanksgiving food is not the best to me. I think it's kind of ass. I'm gonna get a lot of hate on it, but
nah, a lot of people. Actually, a lot of people like Thanksgiving food. I don't. I like mac and cheese.
Yeah, that's
mashed potatoes
and the ham. I hate the turkey.
Call it a day. Yeah, turkey's dry as fuck.
Yeah, turkey's dry as fuck, especially when I'm going over someone's house and they got no hot sauce.
I don't like the stuffing. I don't like.
I eat everything with hot sauce.
None of that shit.
I didn't care. I probably got to carry hot sauce with me on the go.
What?
Hot sauce.
Like in your pocket?
Not in my pocket, but like in my car. Let's say if I go in, next year, if I do go out to another Thanksgiving, I'm gonna carry a pack of hot sauce, or like a bottle, not in my pocket, but a whole bottle. Like when we had Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving, low-key, I wanted some hot sauce, but we we didn't have no hot sauce.
We didn't have tapatio. I had sriracha.
Sriracha is okay, but like this one hot sauce I got in Vietnam, ooh, fuego.
She was bombs.
Delicioso. How was your Thanksgiving? What'd you do?
Mine was good. Went to Victorville, California with my kids and my girl. And just all the family went out there, ate, and then played pool and watched football.
You guys have a pool table out there?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So we played pool and then watched my Niners beat on the fucking Seahawks, whooped their ass. It was a good night. Like, Thanksgiving was cool. I was like, all right, whatever. But then after that game, I went home happy. And then I got my ass whooped in dominoes, so it was an even. It was out. It was like, nah. We'll let you guys win that game, but we'll whoop your ass at dominoes. So it's more personal. Yeah, it was bad. My uncle whooped us. But yeah, it was good, man. How are the kids? How are the family?
The kids are great. They got a little sick. I'm not gonna lie, they got a little sick, and I was trying to not have them sick. Thanks to their cousin. Actually, it's their aunt. Technically, it's their aunt, but they're younger. She's younger than my daughter.
It's always those selfish ass people that just bring their kids around, or them that are sick. No home training. Like, just sit your ass at home. You don't need to come.
I mean that too, but like it's like the thing that bugs me is like the mom, my niece's mom. She's very on about everybody being sick, but like when it comes to her daughter being sick, like, oh, it's okay.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah,
it's okay. She won't get her sick.
Yeah, it's alright. And what pissed me off was like when my baby mom told me that they took her to the mall, the two girls, the two babies. They decided to sit on the wagon, sitting directly across from one another.
Your daughter and her daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got me fucked up.
Yeah, so then she was like, are you fucking serious? I was like, you sick? And you decided to put her on a wagon together? Just when she it was fucking flying right at her face. So yeah, she got sick because of that.
Hell no.
Yeah, but just gotta be careful out there, man. It's winter time. It's getting cold. It's getting real cold. I love it.
Yeah, it's chilly. Got my coat on. Feel warm.
Cold up here in the studio.
Yeah, I woke up. I was like, dang, it's freezing out here.
I don't know. I came early too.
I would have known you were outside. You could have just came inside. I was literally just laying down. I was like, fuck, he's gonna pull up anytime. So I was like,
Though when I text you, like, I was already outside. I just had to like finish scheduling, cleaners and stuff.
yeah. So man,
How's your kids though? Are your both your daughters?
good. Sienna's good.
Her birthday just passed.
No, Rylene's birthday passed.
Yeah. Rylene's birthday just passed.
Yeah, Rylene's birthday passed. You know, her dad took her to Disneyland. We took her shopping, and then let her get whatever she wants from Target, and then I don't know what else they did. I was gone. But yeah, and today we're gonna take her out to dinner, do a little cake dinner, into Alexis's dad. So they're probably gonna bring presents for her too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she had a good one. We were gonna do a party, but I was like, nah, a little too close to the holidays.
Which kind of sucks, is like for people who has birthdays during the holidays.
Yeah,
it's like, hey, I'm gonna skimp out on your birthday gift, or your birthday is gonna be just tied in with Christmas.
Yeah, nah, she got it. We gave her fucking like $200 and let her spend it. So she had a lot of freaking presents for her birthday. But Christmas, we're still gonna get her stuff for Christmas. Christmas will give her more like what she needs.
Yeah,
like clothes and shoes and stuff like that, stuff for school, and then some like toys and here and there. But yeah, they're good. Sienna's good too. She's getting big, crazy, running around, big old tantrums. But
her tantrums are funny.
Yeah,
they're hilarious. I thought my baby does the same thing, where she could like she'll just, but she get her on just her hands and knees, just like turn up the notch. But like your baby, she does the whole 9 yards.
She literally like face plants and just starts crying and crying and crying, and I'm like, bro, no one taught her that. Like, that's where'd she get that from? But nah, she's getting big, bro. It's awesome. I love it. Both of them. Just seeing them, when you watch them grow, it's the best. And then freaking, especially Rylene, I came into her life when she was 4. She's 8 now, so those 4 years is pretty impressive.
Yeah, and so when you came in her life, like how was she like personality wise? What did you come into? What did you bring?
She's probably gonna hate me for this. But she was just like her aunt.
Ooh.
Priscilla. Just like her aunt. And I still say that till this day. She was just like her damn aunt. And I ain't gonna say it's a good thing. I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing. But she's just like her aunt. And I'm just like, dude, what the hell? But no, she was more babied when she was at that age. Like, but as the years went on, and I was able to see that she's able to do certain things by herself. I started making her, pick up her toys, because she's freaking 8 now. Like, you better start cleaning your room, picking up your toys, putting your shoes away where they go, hanging your backpack up where it goes. So she does all that, and then, like, when she eats, her dish, she'll put it in the sink, so that's good, and cleans up after herself. Like, she's progressed a lot, and it's really cool to see from, like, my point of view, because I came in her life at 4. So right now I'm kind of getting, like, the best of both worlds, because the baby's 1, and she's growing and watching her grow from that age. And then Rylene, she's 4, and watching her grow from that age, which is pretty cool to see.
Yeah, that's such a huge age gap between your kids. Like
6 years.
Yeah, that is a pretty good age. That's a big age gap. So like parenting is probably like different, right?
Yeah, it's really different, but it's like she's at that age where it's cool. Like, she helps out a lot. Mm-hmm. Like, if I need her, if I'm like, hey, go play with your sister, keep her occupied while I clean up, or I do this, or I do that, or I take a little nap, she'll do that. Mm-hmm. Or I'm like, hey, I got to take a shower, like, just lay here and watch TV with your sister.
Yeah.
So she's not like by herself or she'll start crying. She'll do that. So it's like she helps out a lot because when I have them by myself, it's like me and her. And even when I'm gone and it's just Lexi's grandma, I tell her like, hey, like you gotta help out your grandma, you know, just be a big girl, and help out your grandma and this and that. And she does it. She does good. She has her days where, you know, she's lazy and won't do nothing.
Yeah, so
won't clean up after herself or pick up her stuff, and I'll just tell her, hey, come here, and then I'll just point at it. Oh, I forgot. Like, okay. I was like, just take it to your room, put it in your hamper, or put your shoes away, whatever. And then she's on it. Like she jumps on it quick. It's not like, so hold on, I'll do it right now.
So you, she didn't have that much like independence when you first came into her life.
None. They'll make her food, and she'll eat it, not even finish it, and just leave.
Yeah.
The dish is sitting there for like a couple hours. I'm like, girl, no one's gonna grab this shit. Like,
yeah, no, she's at that age
and
to
just leave it,
clean up.
But 4 years, that was 4 years ago. Now she's 8. So
you've been with Lex for 4 years already?
Yeah.
Really? It's been that long? Dang.
New man. The game ended. The game's over.
Ladies, leave him alone.
That life is
leave him alone.
Done. That life is done.
4 years in the making.
She made me the man I am today. Bullshit.
I was like, what, gay?
No, but bullshit. Nah, yeah, it's freaking awesome, man. What are your ups and downs about parenting?
My up and downs about parenting. I say my ups is like when, you know, like encouraging independence on them, and like if I feel like whatever I'm teaching them, they're applying it. And I love when they show respect and stuff like that to like other people. It's really when they're doing it outside their home, and, you know, and I'm like, okay, you know, other people. I'm not doing it for other people, but I like to see that my kids are, you know, behaving, you know, how they should. But I think my downs is when I see certain signs that I don't like, and I just hope that they don't carry that on to growing up. Like my son, sometimes he can get real aggressive, you know, playing with other kids and stuff, and I don't want him to be a bully. I tell him, I was like, hey, being bully is not cool. You know, that's not cool, bro. And I try to talk to my kids, you know, as they were a little older, so they kind of just get the concept. And I feel like some people think, you know, let's say if they're babies, like, you know, your daughter and my daughter, they're around the same age. They're too young to understand. I'm like, fuck no, they understand. They understand.
They understand a lot.
Yeah. So I think that's my up and downs about, you know, parenting. It's just seeing the progression and seeing like something that I don't want to see down the line.
Yeah, me too. That's how I am with Riley. Like I'm on her about being respectful. You know, thank you.
Yeah.
Saying thank you, please. You know, learning how to ask right. Learning how to like just be respectful. Like not just at home. Like
yeah.
When you're at school, like if you need help with your
carry this, you know,
raise
around
your
your
hand
life
to your teacher, you know,
yeah.
Hey, can you help me please? Or I don't understand. Like, you know, just have that respect for adults in general, even kids. Like if it's another kid and you like ask them, hey, can I play with you? Or can I please play with you? Or whatever. It's not you begging. It's just, you know, you're being respectful to everyone. Like more importantly, the adults, but just everyone. Like I want you to be a well-respected girl. Like you're really beautiful. You have the looks. You know, just the respect and the smarts and the knowledge I want her to have. And she's still young, still learning. So I'm not like gonna freaking punish you forever for not saying please or, you know. And then, yeah, it's still a learning progress. She told me no, then I told her. She told me no more than I told her no. Like, what the fuck? Check yourself, little girl. But it's all right.
That I don't know. It's kind of cute though, but like it gets to a point where you're like, this ain't cute no more.
Yeah,
this ain't cute no more.
I was at my his son's football game, and I was with another homie of mine, and he told his daughter, "Get down here," and she's like, "No." So then my other homie's like, "No birthday party, no Disneyland, no presents, none of that." And she was just like looking at him all mad, and then turns out they accidentally couldn't get into Disneyland or couldn't go to Disneyland. So last night at the birthday party, he was all telling her that again. And I said, "Bro, you know they didn't go to Disneyland, right?" He's like, "Oh, yeah, I forgot." He's like, "Well, that's her fault for saying no." And I was like, hey. That was funny, man. What do you think the importance of being there for your kids, being honest with them, and disciplining them? Because a lot of people think you can't be too honest. A lot of people think you can't discipline until a certain age, or just they discipline a different way. And a lot of people aren't there for their kids.
Yeah, I think being honest to your kids is like real important, because like if they catch you slipping up in a lie, then like that they're like, oh wow, like daddy just lied to me.
Yeah.
So like for example, like sometimes he wants his tablet, or he'll like, oh, I want to go on, like we're at Disneyland, I want to go on this ride, blah blah. I'm like, no, it's closed. Or there's somebody else would make an excuse of why they can't do something, but like I would just tell them like the real fact about like, no, this is why we can't do that. They're gonna get mad, but they'll get over it.
Yeah.
Kids. Yeah.
It's only they get mad for a little bit.
But sometimes we're at Disneyland, Gohan wants a toy. And I'm like, no toy. But you know how kids get. I'm sure you see it with your daughter. Like when they get tired, or they are tired, like
Raylene has that face. She'll make the whole shopping spree. She's all mad. And all for one fucking toy.
Yeah.
I can't get a toy. I can't get a snack. So what? You got a lot at home. Go play with them at home. She's all mad. I'm like, you'll be alright. There's more out there. Find a new one you want next time.
So like for me, like are you against getting like second-handed stuff for your kids? Second-handed stuff, like let's say like a car seat or some toys that was you bought from other people, or somebody gave it to you. Are you against that?
Depends what it is.
Oh yeah.
Toys, no. Little kids put that shit in their mouth. I ain't gonna have my daughter play with it. If it's like a car seat or something, I can scrub down, clean down, sanitize it. I'll be able to take that, but it's like I don't really know. It depends on what it is, because I haven't went through that stage. Like when I had it was my first kid.
Yeah.
We bought the stroller, car seat, everything was brand new.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I feel like with usually a lot of people with their first child, they're like, oh, I want them to have brand new this, brand new that, which is like I'm okay with that, which is like this that's good for your kid,
Yeah.
But as an aspect of saving money and knowing that your kid's going to outgrow this, I'm all for that. Like like I haven't bought a used car seat. I think I bought a used doper stroller because like one of her their grandmas needed one. So I was like, I'm not gonna go out and buy a doper stroller when we don't really use it.
And they ain't for you.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. So then I bought it. Yeah.
Sorry.
So certain things like that. The toys I do buy secondhand sometimes. Like let's say like that way I'm able to get them more toys during the year.
Toys right there.
That's what I'm saying. Like through the year,
All those bags in the back of my El Camino,
those are toys.
all toys.
They're trash.
I was gonna take them to the Salvation Army.
Yeah, take them to Salvation Army. Give it back to somebody else or sell
All
it.
toys.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the?
Yeah, I recently went through all my kids' toys too, just because I know Christmas is coming up. Matter of fact, you know what I've just started doing this year, for their birthday. Let's say they get a lot of toys. I only they open it and I'll put away like half of it. I put away half of it.
Oh, because they don't know. Right?
Yeah, they don't know.
Right,
and,
they
like,
don't know.
And like,
Where's my toy? Where's that?
Yeah, well, yeah. If yeah, right now, my kids are still young. They would forget. But like, if it's like an eye catching toy, and they ask about it, you got no choice to like cough it up.
Yeah.
But like, I got a few toys in the shed where from their birthday. You know, they haven't opened. They forgot about it. Matter of fact, now I'm thinking about it. I might just wrap it up for Christmas and just like, here you go. Repurpose the toys. Yeah, I was like, I got this.
No, this is a new one. This is the
New
upgraded
edition.
one. Yeah, this is the
2024.
It's a 2.0. Don't even worry. How do you feel about being disciplining your kids?
I've been putting them on timeout. I used to spank Gohan, so I don't do it often. Because I remember when I first started, I felt really bad. I'm like, oh my god, that's my first time hitting him or spanking him. I don't spank him in the face or nothing like that. It's just always in the butt or like smack their hand. But I realized it got to a point where I'm like, okay, maybe I'm doing this a little bit too often. I'm feeling like, I'm getting used to just like that's my first reaction. Don't hit him, spank him. Yeah. So then I was like, you know what, Quark, calm down. Like this is not how you should parent. So so now like to a certain point, I'll tell him like, do you want like a spanking? He'll be like, no. I'm like, okay, then stop. But time out. I've been
those work.
Yeah, they work
really well. Because he's at that mid age. He's at the middle of the gap for me and my daughters. But like for Sienna, I just tell her no and give her a little spanking. But she don't listen. Spankings don't even hurt. I ain't gonna go harder. So if it works with her, she'll be touching things, and I'll just grab her hand, and I'll just hold it to where she can't reach or she can't just hold it still. And she gets all mad because she can't grab it or move it. So she gets mad, starts crying, and then she stops. So that's been working. Raylene, her room. Go to your room. Go to your bed. Leave your phone on the counter. And and like, work. I told her to bring me her remote.
Take something away that is precious to them. When they get older, you can't just keep spanking them.
So she's on timeout and she goes to her bed. And she just sits on her bed, and then her phone and TV, she can't touch it. And then I always go in there. I go in there and tell her, like, hey, when you're ready to come out and you're ready to learn, then let me know. And sometimes she don't come out. I was like, she ain't ready. But sometimes she will, and then that's it. She'll apologize after, and once she apologizes, or I have that talk with her, then I explain it. I explain myself. I let her know why she's in trouble, and it's just I always explain everything. Yeah, I tell her everything. Explain it why. I don't just say, "Oh, get to your room," and blah blah blah. No, you come out, and I'm like, okay, and then we'll start fresh, do it, and like, see how easy that was?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah.
So I mean that kind of goes in with like the tonality and stuff like that.
The tone goes up for sure. Yeah.
So for me, I think like are certain times like when like they do something like out the blue, I'm like, what the fuck? I don't say what the fuck, but I'm like, I'll yell at them, but
it comes out.
Yeah. I would yell at them, but sometimes like I'm trying to talk to them. I talk to them in like a very, very gentle tone, like it's like, hey, like just calm. Like, they're especially when they're crying, like they're already sobbing, crying, stuff like that. I think it's like a strategy to switch up the tone so they can mimic you. Because if they're crying and you're getting frustrated too, they're gonna mimic that, and they'll be like, "Argh!" And you're like, "Stop!" And they're like, "Yeah." So like,
now you catch yourself going back and forth.
Yeah. So then sometimes with Gohan, especially because when he's crying, I'll just talk to him like gentle, calm. And a lot of times he does calm down, and sometimes when he's not, he's just either tired or he's in the mood. He's just not willing to calm down. I just let him be. I'm like, I'll get my point across, and then I'm like, "Do you want this?" He'll be like, "No." I'm like, "Okay." I just walk away, ignore him. Just completely ignore him. He'll cry, and some people think like, "Oh, come on, he's crying." I'm like, "Yeah, he's just trying to act up. Like, let him be." So it's kind of like with us too. Sometimes when we get frustrated and fight with like our spouse or siblings or whoever, you're in heat. So walk away.
Me alone.
Yeah,
leave me alone. Let me calm down. You're mad. You don't know how mad I am right now.
So the same way works with kids. Same way we work with kids. So good. Like, you gotta give them space until they calm down, and then I'll tell them like, "You ready to talk?" You'll be like, "Yeah." Or, "You ready to eat?" "Yeah." "You ready to go?" "Okay." So that's my way of tone and disciplining them. So like, I know technology has been everywhere. It's not how it used to be when we would say, "Oh, we're not gonna give our kids tablets and stuff." Our kids are on the screen way more now than they ever was. How do you think we go about that?
Damn. I was against all that shit. Not no more. Bro. Kids learn so much off of the screen, especially for busy parents.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, when your parents were busy, you weren't really learning nothing. Because for me, I was always outside playing.
Yeah.
Always outside running around, always doing something. I wasn't really on the TV that much, playing video games. Now, when they watch TV or they watch their YouTube or certain things they have for kids, they're teaching them from the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, like there's like shows where it's like they teach them the color in apples and like different things, different words. They're teaching them.
Yeah.
So I can put that on and she can watch it for like an hour and be just chilling. Mm-hmm. But she's also learning off of the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like just how we learn shit off of YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, we want to go to YouTube and look something up and learn how to do it. That's what they're doing. So I was against it. Like, nah, she can't be watching that too much, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, no, like she's learning when I'm at work or we're cleaning or we're busy and that's what she's watching.
Mm-hmm.
She's learning from the screen.
Yeah. I mean,
it helps out. It helps out parenting. It's like a tutor damn near on fucking the screen for the baby. For Eileen, I physically gotta teach her and this and that, but I'm not against it no more. I agree with all that shit. Go ahead, distract her.
I was like that too. I was like, nah, no TV, no phones. But they're like, Miss Rachel, yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. When my daughter, she'll throw a tantrum. I'm like, you want to watch Miss Rachel? Yeah. She loves Rachel. Like, like certain. Yes, I agree. Like they do learn a lot from like the screen time and stuff like that. But I still think there's like a time when you should have screen time and a time where you turn it off. Because like let's say it's just us like learning. And like college kids or like nowadays regular school, and like the regular schools now that they learn through the computer. Like during COVID, you're like, oh, you think you're off? We got tech now. You're not off the hook. You're still doing work. So I think we should limit our kids' time on the screen, which like I think that's another thing I do with my kids. Like I'm like, okay, Gohan, you can have the tablet for 15 minutes, okay? He's like, okay. And As long as he agrees, then okay. And sometimes I'll tell him 15 minutes, but I'm doing something else too, like let's say wash the dishes or something or whatnot. Yeah. And if it takes me longer, it takes me longer, Or sometimes I'm occupied on my phone, however long. And then I'll be like, okay, it's time up, and they're okay with giving it up, like, especially at night. Like,
at night, Raylene, she has her certain. We have a certain time for her where it's just like when she goes to bed. Mm-hmm. Depending on what time she lays down, we'll set it for like an hour.
Yeah.
And then within that hour, if you don't fall asleep, then sorry, TV's off.
You give an hour?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, it's because we make her go to bed at 9. Like, I want her, like,
that's
TV
not that
off,
bad.
everything off at 9.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
So I was like, if you get to in bed by 8, then you have till 9. You get to bed by 8:30, you have till 9. You get to bed at 8:45, you have till 9.
Well, I mean, okay, Raylene sleeps at 9, but like, what time does Sienna sleeps at?
With Lexus, I don't know. I'm at work.
Oh, okay.
But Lexus puts her in bed. They go to bed pretty early.
I wish I know that, bro. I just had this conversation with another parent yesterday. They're like, yeah, the kids go to bed by 8. The latest on the weekends probably 9:30. I'm like, wow, that's awesome. I was like, I think that's another thing I got to do better as a parent. Is getting them down early. Sometimes like they just don't, and they.
Yeah, well, bro, I be getting home sometimes at like 11, 12. Riley's still up.
PM?
What the fuck? Yeah. But it's the weekend, so I'm just like, you gotta go to bed soon. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then I'll just go lay down and watch TV.
So, we're gonna wrap this up pretty soon. What one thing you say that you can do or should that you would like to work on to be a better parent?
Two things.
Not just one. No, okay.
I have one, but another one I'm on myself about. Being more active with them. Mm-hmm. So it's always being in the house. Like, there's times once in a while, like, I'll go out, take him outside to play. But I feel like they need to be out more. So it's like, yesterday I took Sienna for a walk. Yeah. Around the block. And then I just want to take him, I want to let him go out more, play outside more. Like, hey, cut the TVs off, put the tablet down, like, let's go play outside. And that's one thing I need to work on to where, I'm always, taking them outside, having fun, interacting with them outside in the fucking sun. Yeah, yeah. And then 2, more like with Raylene, more of my tone. Mm-hmm. But for me, I get frustrated because I feel like I do most of the work. And when it comes to disciplining her and doing everything with her, when it comes to homework, all that, I ain't gonna lie, I do most of it. So it's like, when she's with her mom or her dad, if she's not with me, she would get away with a lot of things. And I'm just like, nah. Like, the frustration comes back. Yeah. So that's one thing I need to work on. But I feel like, I don't know if I feel like I got to work on it with her or I got to work on it with her mom and her dad. Because they need to understand more, too, of where I'm coming from. Yeah. And, motherfucker, I'm 10 for 10. Like, this shit's been working. Mm-hmm. Her grades are up. Her attitude's good. She does her thing. So I'm...
to be proud of that.
Yeah, so it's like, I feel like it's more not just with her, but with them. But I try to get on her too, and like, when you're at your dad's, your homework comes first. Because you have to take a picture of it and send it in every day.
Oh, to the teacher?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that comes first. And then on Fridays, we record her doing her reading, whatever. So it's like, that has to get done. But I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. I ain't want no drama. I don't want none of that. So I bite my tongue a lot.
Like I feel like if you're doing it, yes, you do it for her, You know, like you see like, oh, this is not the person or the type of the type of person, you know, you would like to see. You see the potential in her. You mainly do it for her, and like sometimes you probably do feel like, oh, I'm doing all the work, like you said.
It's all for her.
Yeah, it's for her.
I don't give a fuck about her dad. I don't give a fuck what my mom has to say. Like, it's for her. At
the end of the day, it's like, what's the end purpose of why you're doing this, you know? Yeah. So you can involve her parents too, but you're doing it for her. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I debate on those conversations, but
and the kids will know too when they grow up. They're gonna realize like who was really there for certain things and who did this for me. Some don't, but majority, you know, they do look back like, you know, they made a good impact on me.
Yep.
And not a lot of step parents do. You know, a lot of step parents they just let it be. You know.
Or whatever, but I look at her like she's my daughter. So it's like, I'm gonna raise you like you're my daughter.
Yeah.
If your dad or mom don't like it, or you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm raising you like you're my daughter.
Yeah.
And I'm a new parent. So it's like, the way I'm raising, I'm still learning too. But as I go, I'm learning. So it's like, shit's working.
Yeah.
And if it don't work, then, you know, I'm like, all right, that didn't work, or that's not the right way to do it. Then I, you know, take it back a notch. But I'm still trying to figure that out. It's, you know, parenting is fucking hard. Parenting with working, with bills, and, you know, it's a lot to gamble. But gotta stay 10 toes down. Fuck it. But what about you?
I think like what we talked about earlier is I think I've got to do better on bedtime. You know, having them more disciplined on bedtime, because sometimes they go to sleep at 11 p.m. and like, you know, like let's say if I didn't do nothing that day as in work wise, I'm tired, I'm burnt out, and sometimes, you know, I'll like actually close my eyes and just randomly burst up with energy and like continue doing my work. But a lot of times I'm just like, I'm putting it down to sleep, and I end up falling asleep too. So I was like, I can't have that. I don't like doing that. And I think being more present, you know, I want to work my way to be present for them. And sometimes I catch myself, you know, they're playing, right? They're playing where they're doing their thing, and I'm on my phone, you know. And then I seen this TikTok. They're like, you know, put your phone down. And like a lot of times when, you know, I'm not on my phone, but like sometimes I am. It's for work, you know,
like
or
some commercials.
Yeah.
Put the stuff down. Say no to drugs.
I don't know about that.
Put the cigarette down.
But yeah. See, that kind of runs through my mind. I'm like, oh, they're playing. I was like, I should enjoy this time right now. Like, just even if they're doing their own thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Just put your phone down, enjoy the show with them, watch what they're watching, see how they're playing, or just play with them too. And you know, the kids are gonna remember back on that, because like I remember certain things, you know, at my childhood, like, damn, you know, my dad didn't really play with me, or. Bro. You know, he was there. He was a good dad, but
you have a girl. I'll be playing Barbies, bro.
Oh yeah,
not all the time, but like back at the apartment, I was sitting there fucking playing Barbies. And I'm just sitting there. Lexi's all laughing at me. I'm like, bro,
yeah, you gotta sound like a female. You gotta sound like a female.
Like, they have like the little dogs and little babies.
He said, Ruben, get in the dress.
And we got the big old fucking...
She asked you, did you get dressed before?
Nah, hell no. Get dressed.
She said, let your hair down.
I'll let her mess with my hair. But ain't doing nothing. I ain't get dressed.
I'll get dressed for her daughter.
I'm going to do a whole little U-turn pivot right now. So, we recently just lost a childhood friend of ours, as the name of Taylor Lay Jackson, Lene Jackson. How did that affect you?
That, like, when it happened, it didn't feel real, because like, you know, like, yeah, we've lost a lot of people, you know, just our pastime, our life, and it just got to me thinking, like, it was just like a week ago, I just thought about, like, oh, you know, she's doing very good, like, you know, I feel bad I didn't give her props for that.
Yeah.
But you know, in my head, I was just like, yeah, she's doing very good, and I wanted, you know, she was on top of my head about, you know, having on the podcast, because like I wanted to have people on here, you know, that we knew, or what they're doing something, you know,
She
about
was
their
doing
life.
music
Yeah, she was
time,
doing
so.
good. Or, you know, she looked like she was doing good, and yeah, I was a loss for words. I was like, oh shit, like, is this real? You know, yeah, I was lost for words, because, you know, I knew her parents. We grew up with her. Knew her for a while, and yeah, we haven't talked to her for a good minute. But like, yeah, I remember, you know, about everybody. So that, you know, growing up, and, you know, it's not like I'm not one to, oh, I'm on another level now. Yeah, I forget about you, type of stuff, you know. Yeah, I still remember, like, let's say the things, even the little things that you've done for me and stuff like that. You know, I take that to heart, and yeah, I feel, you know, like Thanksgiving just passed, and not everybody got to spend Thanksgiving with their family.
And that's how I felt too, because it happened right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so like Thanksgiving for her family is probably very heartbreaking, and my prayers go out to them. How'd you feel about Taylor's loss?
Don't get me wrong, that shit hit on a whole another level.
Did it give you chills reading the article about it?
Everything.
Yeah.
Mixed emotions. I was on social media, on Instagram, going through stories, and I saw a story of her best friend posting her. And I just kept tapping, like, you know, just ignoring, you know, just going through.
Because you didn't think much of it.
I'm telling you, right when I passed her story, your text popped up and said, hey, Taylor just passed. What the fuck? So I make sure I click on it and I read it again. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go back to that girl, looked at her story again. I said, no fucking way. Every time I hear someone pass, I always want to make sure it's true.
Yeah.
So I always trying to figure out if it's true. And so I start reaching out, and I reach out to other people, and I get confirmation that it's true. Everyone's crying, everyone's breaking down, and I'm just like, damn. Like, that freaking memories. All it was just memories. Memories of middle school, PE together, memories of the apartment hanging out.
Yeah.
Memories of taking the bus home together.
Yeah, I forgot about that too.
Just all types of high school memories from freshman, sophomore year.
Prank wars.
Yeah. All that just, it felt like it was just yesterday that all that happened. And then reading the article, it was the same thing that happened to me. So the way it happened, blah, blah, blah. The innocent driver, not the asshole driver, the innocent driver, was me. That happened to me over in Whittier. So me just thinking about it and reading how it happened, the same exact thing happened to me. So then that hit me. It brought back those memories because that person had died too. So then it was just like a little bit of mixed emotions of like how as much trauma I went through being the one in the car.
Yeah, and staying back at the scene.
Made me feel a whole different type of way because she was in that situation, but she wasn't the driver.
Yeah.
She wasn't the asshole driver. She was the bystander that was walking.
She got caught in the crossfire.
On the street. Yeah. So it hit us so different. It made me feel so bad. It made me fucking just like confused, bro. Like, I'm not really confused because I know it was possible because I've been there and it happened. But bro, just for it happening to her, it was like a I couldn't even imagine in that short 10-second span of how scared she was is what messed me up. It's just like boom, boom. Like, I don't even know if she had any time to react. I don't even know.
Like did she see it coming? Or because sometimes, people just...
It could have been 5 seconds. Yeah. And, who knows how long it was. But it was so fast where it was like... And it was so ruthless where it's just...
And what's the worst part is, they still haven't found...
They haven't found the driver. Yeah. The asshole driver.
Yeah. So, there's a reward to find that guy right now.
500,000?
If you know that guy, cough it up. It's 50 grand. Cough him up.
So this happened in Arlington Heights, Los Angeles, California. There's a driver out there that hit one of our friends and killed her. And it was a hit and run. So if you know this guy or know who he is or found him, any type of video, any information, reach out to her parents or anything. There's a reward out there. But this is a new podcast for us, but we're hoping some people will see it to where it will help out. And then, yeah. But yeah, so we've lost a lot of close friends.
Family.
We're 24 years old. We just graduated 5 years ago.
The math ain't adding. 7.
I graduated at 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 7 years ago. God damn.
I think the math ain't adding.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm old.
And we've known Taylor since middle school.
Yeah. So we were 12 years old when we knew her. And yeah, she was doing good. Mm-hmm. She was. I don't know how her personal life was going, but the music wise,
the outer aspect of somebody viewing
outside looking in.
Yeah, outside looking in, she looked like she was doing something with her life, and glad to say I'm proud of her for doing what she did because she loved singing. She made music,
bro,
and
her voice was good, bro.
She always sung, and she was there for karaoke night, I think. When we used to have karaoke nights, and it was always just her passion.
You want to play one of her songs real quick?
Yeah, you got it.
Turn on the speaker.
I think it is on.
No, it's not.
Or just play it on your phone and put it on the mic, or we can.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Yeah, she has a really good voice, and just gone too soon. Yeah, we had a lot of losses and, our friends. We both know common friends, but this one kind of hit different. Just...
Yeah, that was her. That was her latest song that she posted.
It's good.
Days before that happened.
Really?
Yeah, it just came out. She just had posted that song exactly days before that stuff happened.
She had a long life ahead of her, bro.
Yeah,
but it's
we wanted to end on that topic to show love, show respect.
Be thankful of what you got, who you got. Around. So
let's go ahead.
Yeah, like I said, be thankful who you got, what you got around. Life is short. Things happen in a quick second. You never want to leave off on bad terms because you don't want your last words or your last moment with a particular person to be not resolved and never be able to talk about again.
Yeah, I feel it. This is gonna be the quote of our day that we're going to start doing. The quote of our day is, at this point in life, people you love and care about are going through so much hurt, but post the opposite. We as people who consider ourselves friends and family, those that are hurting, need to reach out daily, weekly, if not monthly, to check up and see how they are really feeling, making sure they're really okay mentally and physically. A lot of us can look at our activities or can be on our phone actively and spend hours and hours a day on social media or TikTok, but we're not giving those 5 minutes a day just to reach out to a friend and saying like, hey, how are you doing?
I'm proud of you.
And most people are going to say, okay, I'm doing good. But you got to ask that second question where it's like, no, how are you really doing? Mm-hmm. How are you really feeling? Show them that it's genuine. Don't show them like, oh, I hope you're doing good, or, oh, how are you doing? No, like show them that you genuinely care about them. You're genuinely asking how they're really feeling, how you're really doing. If they need to talk, you're here to talk. And just being there. It doesn't hurt to do 5 minutes every day. And that's all it is. You send out a text. Most people text fast as hell. How long is it to take is, hey, how are you doing? You know, I'm really here for you. I'm here if you need to talk. You know, just if you need anything, here, honestly. Not just saying it out of your ass.
Yeah.
And that quote is from Ruben motherfucking Tapia, myself.
Write that down. Yeah. That was good.
But after that situation, it was what made me write that quote. Mm-hmm. I have other quotes that, you know, we're going to go off of, but that one made sense for this topic. Yeah.